Hello, good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Hello to who have we got? Sharon, Susan, Leanna, Anne, Lynn, Martina, Mandy, and Pam, and Gillian, Shirley, and Cherry, and Samantha. Oh, you're going so quickly. Where are you? Caroline, Jane, Angie, Sam. Hello. Oh, hi, Chris and Sarah Jane. No, sorry, a bit late. Had a little bit of a software issue. But sorted now. Hi, Zach. Hello, darling. Hello, Sally and Wendy and Steph and Jill and who's on Facebook. Tracy, Helen, Claire. And Diane and Jean and Amanda and Nicole. Hello. I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but your names are coming up like this. Hello, Trudy and Karen and Anne. How are we today? What have you been doing? What you been sewing? What's your weather like? Where in the world are you? All the usual stuff, you know. Oh, hello. Lynn says hello, Doobie. Hello, Loon. Denise and Brenda, hello. I'm good, darling. How are you, Zach? What's it like where you are? Oh, Violet in California. Hello, how are you? No, Maggie, I had issues. Oh, Karen's celebrating her big 60th birthday for tomorrow. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Susan, Melba, hello. And Diane, thank you very much, Leslie. Thank you very much. Working today in a very mild weathered day. It's quite nice. It's not exactly sitting outside having an office meeting like we'd like to on a Wednesday afternoon, but yeah, it's quite nice outside. I know, Lynn. Predicted test the worst one, isn't it? Hello, Olive. How are you? And Moisa. I'm very good, thank you. How are you? Very nice to see you. Nice and sunny in Market Drayton. Lovely. Yes, we have had a bit of sunshine here today. It's been very nice. Oh, you got it, Jean, did you? Thank you very much. Sorry about the mix-up. Who else have we got? Claire and Steph. Oh, Steph's getting bossy now. She's only 14 likes. She knows where you live. Maggie, hello. And Sharon, was it Julie's birthday yesterday? Happy birthday to you as well. Anybody? Oh no, I've never visited Pakistan, Moise. I haven't. No. Thank you for using my brown parcel. Starting using it already. Oh, good, Anne. I'm glad you're using it already. Hello, Sue. Haven't got very much new to show you today. Haven't got very much new. We're having a bit of a clean out at the office. So we've got lots of stuff coming in, but not on the website as yet. Cutting out your sling bag for the holidays. Oh, nice. The video wasn't working well. Oh, I hope you managed to cut it out all right, Anne. So we have one bundle of fat quarters. And I know we've got lots of fat quarters on the website, but these particular fat quarters we've never had before. And I predict that they will be sold out by the end of this live stream. Because batiks are really popular, aren't they? Look what we got for you. Oh, that's a bit way out, isn't it? You can see all my rubbish. Batik fat quarters. Look what we got. So a fat quarter, if you weren't aware, is that kind of size. Batiks, if you weren't aware, have no right and wrong sides. It's something to do with the way that they're printed. It uses a wax kind of technology, if you like. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it just means that you don't get a right and wrong side, which means that it makes the more of your fabric. And it's a really nice quality as well. It's very crisp batiks. It's nice to work with. So there are 5 of them in the kit. So we've never done fat quarters before, so that's jolly nice, isn't it? So we've got that one, and the black really stands out on those. And you'll find that they're all very slightly different. They can't repeat the exact design. So every piece of batik is unique. So we've got that one, and the green, and then there we go. I've not seen that one before. That's pretty, isn't it? Like a lemon colour with a print all over it. Hello, Farah Mohammed. First time here from Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome along. I've never been to Trinidad and Tobago, but my makeup case has. I was working many moons ago in Mustique, which isn't too far from you, and we landed in Barbados, got a small plane over to Mustique, and my makeup case it wasn't a case, ended up in Trinidad and Tobago. Had a nicer trip than I did. So I hear it's from a makeup case told me it's such an amazing place. Welcome along, nice to have you here. Fees much milder in Lothian. Oh, good. Hi, Jane. And oh, Rita, I missed your comment. Snezana, that's a lovely name. From Serbia. I think it's your first time, isn't it? I don't recognise your name. Welcome along here. Rita. Oh, hello, Rita. Beautiful Friday. They are, aren't they? I just think they're going to sell out really quickly. I think we can get more. They might not be exactly the same. But yes, that's brand new for you. Not done those before. Oh, a dog. Oh no, June. Oh, it's awful when your dogs are poorly, because they don't. You can't talk to them and say it's going to be all right, can you? Oh, that's awful. Oh, fingers crossed. Thinking of you, Rita. And bought some cosy flowery fleece from when it opened day and just made a little water. Oh, nice, Elizabeth. Anne, Elizabeth. Oh, I've had my moments, Sue. I've had my moments. I am talking. Working in Mustique would have been. When would that have been? About 1983. It was a while ago. I've been around for a long time, you know. Susan, looking forward to the workshop. Oh, good, Susan. Yeah, we're all booked up for that one now. We've got Susie booked in for another workshop in March, but I can't remember the date. So we better get those around. That's reading Sue's getting around. We better get those on the website, hadn't we, actually? Foggy in Germany, said Isabel. Oh, is it? Don't like the fog. Don't like driving in fog. Yeah. Hi, no alert. Sounds like a poorly pet. Yeah, Fran, that was Rita. Hello, Gwendoline. Bags for Christmas is Leslie. Right, we've got some trim for you as well. I am going to just zoom myself in a little bit because I seem to be a mile away from my table up there. That's better, isn't it? And while we're up there, oh, Zach's getting lots of compliments on the black velveteen sequin multicoloured. What did you make, Zach? Make yourself a nice frock. Hello, Maxine. First time from Barnsley. Welcome along. Put Barnsley on the map. Beautiful felt relaxing after injury. Oh no. Yeah, take your time. Make the most of it. The relaxing. Get better soon. Oh, thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure to help you sew bags. Nice and sunny in Lancashire. Sarah's got parcel in the post. Lovely. What pattern is the bag with the red clasp over my right shoulder? This one is actually my left shoulder. That is... What do we call that one? I can't remember what we called it. It's on the website. It's a download. If you have a look on debbieshawsewing.com and look into downloads, there'll be a picture of it there. It says, I can't remember what it was called. But that's a download on there. Oh, Patricia's gloomy in Norfolk. Gloomy. Watching for... Oh, Kath's in Massachusetts. Welcome along, Kath. What time is it over there? You're still 5 hours behind us. We are at 4:20 in the afternoon. So you're about 11 in the morning. Are you there? Hello, Linda. And Mary McHugh from Renfrew. Hello, welcome along. Still battling a rucksack kit, not a Debbie kit. No, I haven't reversed the camera. That's my right, that's my left. So that's camera right and left. Oh no, but yeah. Anyway, I'm not reversed. I know sometimes when people film on their phones, everything's backwards, isn't it? But I'm not. I'm correct. I'm the right way round. 11 is Kathy. Oh. Did you get me email, Irene? Are you better after your flu? Are you up yet? Did Tony look after you? I don't know what's happening with the downloads because they should be there. I don't know. I shall try and look into it. What is the Half Yard Club, please? Maxine, let me tell you what the Half Yard Club is. It's something I'm very proud of. I just need to log into it to be able to explain. Right, this is it. It is a subscription website. So at the moment we're £5.99 a month or £60 for a year. So for a year you get 2 months for free, and you will receive 2 projects every month. The first project will have a video to go with it, and the projects vary. So it can be dressmaking, bag making, cushion covers, curtains, homewares, quilting, toys. There's so many different genres, and we try and make something different every single month. So it's for everybody. I don't know where in the world you are, but this is for absolutely everybody. So I'll do this really quickly. So if we just go onto the website here, it's the halfyardsewingclub.com, and if you're not a member, you can still see all of this. You can see the projects. You can't obviously see the instructions, but you can see the kind of things that we do. So if you go into sewing projects, it'll give you an idea. So the project that came out today, which is the second project of the month, is a patchwork wallet. So no video for that. The main project of the month will have a video. But these are all of the projects that are on that at the moment. You will have, I think, almost 100 projects to choose from. The first day that you join, you'll have about 100 projects to choose from, and that includes a block of the month, which we do every month. So this is the one that everyone's finished from last year. Well, it might not have finished, and we've just started this year's block of the month. But you can see we've got cushion covers, we've got patchwork, that's a messenger bag, a little bit of Canadian smocking, fabric flowers, slippers, more bags, tea cozies. The projects, there's so many different genres. The wreath, I think, is lovely. So you get all of those. Then there is also a hints and tips and techniques. Some of these have videos, sometimes they don't. But same with knit fabric, sewing French darts, working with stretch binding, lots of different kind of subjects for you there as well. And again, some get videos and some don't. So many different types of fabric, hand embroidery, chain piecing, how to measure yourself for dressmaking. There's loads of stuff on there. There's also an ask a member page, which is like a forum, so you can ask questions to other members. You can share your pictures there as well. And yeah, we've been going for, this is our 7th year this year. But we're worldwide, and anybody, oh thanks Sarah, anybody in the world can join up with us. Oh, hello Cheryl, first time messaging from Barnsley. Oh good, I'm glad you're enjoying the tutorials, thank you. Priscilla says Half Yard Sewing Club is wonderful and tremendous value for money. Thank you very much. Maggie says you'll definitely love it, such good value for money, we'll keep you sewing forever. Samantha says the Half Yard Sewing Club is brilliant, I've been a member for months, for 4 months, brilliant projects and instructions, and I'm not first time looking at you, it was difficult to spot my name. Oh yeah, sorry, is it Snezana? Don't recognise your name, you've got such a lovely name, I thought I remembered that. Hello Jackie in Clacton. It's wet in Dundee apparently. What else have we got there? The quilt on the ladder looks good. Quilt on the cave bag. Oh yes, that's the windmill bag. Now this little quilt on the ladder, this little quilt is something that we're bringing to Sewing Street on, let me see that, on Wednesday next week. That's better. And it is foundation piecing, but without the paper. So there's a, you can, I'm not giving it away too much at the moment because you've got another week to go. But there is, you can make 4 blocks. Those are the 4 different blocks in star shapes. And of course you can make more, you can make it bigger. You don't have to make a quilt, you can make it into bags or cushion covers or anything like that. But it's a really easy way of getting very accurate points and pieces, but without the paper and the folding and the tearing of the paper afterwards. So that's a little bit of a tease for my Sewing Street shows next week. We've also got stamps and couple of new bags as well. So that's 22nd, 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock. I shall give you a reminder before then and show you the bags that I'm making when I've made them. Claire says, member for 4 years in February. Love it. Wouldn't have made so much without it, and totally recommend an excellent value for money. Thank you very much, Claire. Melba's been thinking of joining the Harvey Club. It seems great. I think we're the biggest sewing club, as far as I'm aware, of anything like this, and we're growing and we are doing more. We're doing dressmaking patterns now, so you'll have a unique dressmaking pattern every other month, and we're having more guests doing projects for us as well, so you have lots of different, more genres of sewing on there as well. The Creston Junior Quilting you booked together. I don't remember, Jill. I don't remember the question. I'll be honest with you, we have, me and mainly Jan picks up the emails, to be honest, and we might get through about 50 a day. So I don't always remember who's emailed and who we've answered. But if you drop me an email again to the enquiries at Harveyard Sewing Club, to the enquiries at debbieshawsewing.com website, the one on the website, I'll make sure that I chase it up if I haven't got back to you yet. Hello, Hannah J. Maggie's thumbing up as soon as we start so she doesn't forget. Hello, Dubravka from Canada. Hello, welcome along. Linda's in the Canary Islands. We're all over the place, aren't we? Oh, hi, David. How are you? Zach has been looking for you on Sewing Street. What days are you there? No, I'm there, not on regular days, Zach. I'm there next Wednesday on the 22nd at 11 o'clock and 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock our time. I don't know what that is where you are, but yeah, it's not a regular day. It's just when, I was going to say when they can fit us in, but it's more like when we can fit them in, to be honest. Alaska. Oh, wow, that's Shugpiap in Alaska. I don't think we've been to Alaska before. It's exciting. Anyway, Linda says, Harveyard Sewing Club is great, been a member for 5 years now and still absolutely love it. Oh, thank you. Oh no, Murray's got broken ribs. Oh, but she's got a fabric ready to sew for when she's better. That's good. Anyway, I showed you the batiks. I wanted to just move that up the way to make it tidy. We've got a little bit of trim. And look, these are, look, I know you know what rickrack is, but this is velvet rickrack. Doesn't that go nicely with that? So it's velvet rickrack. If you go to new arrivals on the website, you'll see all of these, and we've got different colours. We've got the pinky one. Not sure what colour. I'll have a look at. Have a look. What? Oh, look at that with that. Doesn't that? Oh, I say. Oh. So yeah, let me have a look what these are. Just feast your eyes for a second. I should have got this up before I came, shouldn't I? Where are we? Harveyard Sewing Club. No, that one. There we go. And so if you go to the website, debbieshawsewing.com, and onto the menu and new arrivals. There we go. Can't see that, can you? We have teal. We have dusky pink and forest green, and it's 99p per metre. So there's your forest green. So very, very posh rickrack for you there. So we've got 3 colours of those for you. 99p for a metre. Bit posh, you know. I love that dusky pink. We also have trim wise. Where are we? Look at this. Whoops, strawberries. Isn't that sweet? So they're like embroidered little strawberry. Imagine wrapped around the hem of a little girl's dress. Wouldn't that be lovely? Or if you're thinking about a summer, nice, sitting outside in the sunshine, maybe around the edge of your placemats for your alfresco dining. Wouldn't that be lovely? Oh, so that's the strawberries. That's £1.75 a metre. And we also have daisies. Aren't they pretty? Oh, no, I can imagine a beach bag, a nice summer bag. And I said before, and it was nice, and when it's all grey and cold outside, isn't it nice to see flowers and bright colours and sunshine. Aren't they gorgeous? I think that's it trim wise. That's that what we got. That's it that we've got for the trims. But we do have some new bag handles. So we've got 2 colours of these for you. I'll get these out in a second and we'll have a look what they are. Here we go. Toffee and mushroom we've got for those, and those are £3.50 for a metre, but they're really good, strong and sturdy, not too thick that you can't sew through. They've got the ribs on them. They're just a little bit different. So if you use the cotton webbing that we've done before, now this is just something a little bit different in really beautiful colours as well. I don't know how wide they are, or 30 millimetres, so just over an inch wide, but those are absolutely gorgeous. I know, Sarah, they would go really nicely with Kim's fabric. I don't know if you've got any of that left, actually. Yeah. Oh, Samantha, straps on a sundress. Yeah, they're quite strong. Yeah, that would be lovely, straps on a sundress. What a nice idea. Have we got Sewing Street tubs that come with instructions on the shelf under the tweed bag? Yes, they are. They're Sewing Street ones. Do the blue and gold ones come with instructions? They should do. They should all come with instructions. But those are Sewing Streets. They'll be on the Sewing Street website, and they send them out and everything. We don't have those on the website. I think, Gwendolyn, it depends what you're making. If she's asking how you would attach the rick-rack. If you're going to sew through it, you'll see a sewing line, so make sure you get the same colour thread. If you're making something like storage, I'd glue it, to be honest. If it's not something that's going to be worn or go in the wash, then I've got no qualms whatsoever in using a little bit of HT2 glue and gluing it on. But otherwise, yes, you can sew. If you wanted this to be invisible, you could hand sew and just make a little stitch in each one of the points to attach it. A little bit more time consuming, but then you don't see any of the stitches. Or you could use a zigzag stitch down the centre. That might look quite nice because that'll look like part of the rick rack as well. Delia Sewing Stitch, am I going to have new fabric? Me personally, my own designs of new fabric, or just new fabric on the website. We get new fabric on the website almost every day. We've got about 3 deliveries today that need to go on. My own ranges of fabric, yes, I've got the samples through. They arrived yesterday, so I've only got like a metre of each, actually less than that, about half a metre of each of those, and it's all, there's 10 pieces in kind of 2 collections, a pastel and a vibrant, and it's all watercolour flowers and butterflies. Thank you, Jean. So I can show you on, what day is it today? I can show you on Saturday if you like. You can't get it yet. It's not even on pre-order because it's not even in the country yet, but I can show you if you'd like to see it. Not long ago we were watching the start. Daughter wanted to know where you bought your blue jacket from Saturday's show. It was Zara, but it's a really old one, so I don't know if they do it anymore. Delia, I shall bring them on Saturday, if I remember. I should bring them on Saturday. Hot chocolate and chilli. Hot chocolate, well, oh, I'm making a chili. I thought hot chocolate and chilli. Hello, Olive. She said, I ain't caught a lie for a while. Good morning from cold and snowy Pennsylvania. Oh, cold and snowy. We've had cold and wet. We've only had a little bit of snow this year, actually. Yeah, have a look on the website, June. If you go into Zara, there's queues for miles, but so they might not have them anymore because that was quite an old jacket. What have I got? I was having a look. What have I got there? That's H640. In the office when I was tidying up the other day, and I know I've shown you these before. I love this fabric. So I thought I'd just have a play because I was looking at this one. What's it called? Can't remember what it's called. Art Nouveau Symphony. And I just thought, wouldn't that look nice quilted? Wouldn't that be nice? So I thought I'd quilt it. And I thought, what am I going to do with it when I've quilted it? So I thought, I'm actually going to make a very small mat, and I'm going to reverse applique with that colour option behind it, and I think that's going to look really nice. Hi Tony. And I'm going to quilt it as well, so I'm going to quilt in between the lines on there. So, and I've got, you know, as ever, I've got my, oh, come here. My booklet's getting heavier and heavier. I'm going to use the circle tablets. It's like Play School. It's the round window. There we go. I'm going to use circle templates for this one. I don't know what size yet because I'm having a play. We'll see how we go. Right. Circle templates, by the way, we've just got more stock in if you wanted them. I think those are the ones I use most of all, to be honest. Right. So let's see what we're going to do. What we're going to do here. Have I got a rotary cutter? Yep, rotary cutter, tick. And a mat. Oh, yeah, got a mat. Yeah, that'll do there. Templates, yeah, tick, got those. No, I am making this up as I go, you know, so do bear with me if things go horribly wrong, won't you? That's still got its pin in it. That's odd, isn't it? Right. So I just want a little mat, maybe a coaster kind of size. Like that would be good. I'm zooming out again now because I've gone too close and I can't see what I'm doing. Ooh, that's a bit too far. There we go. That will do. So let's move the keyboard out of the way. I don't need to see that. Going to need that. Going to need those. Let's cut 2 rectangles, one for the top, one for the bottom. And I need a bigger ruler than that one. You'd think I don't do this every day, wouldn't you? Oh, bigger than that one. That one I'll do. Let's go for that one. So that's got a selvage on it, so we need to whip that off to start with. So let's just whistle along there. Excuse me. That's it, just make that nice and square. Do you know, I thought this one needed a new blade. There's life in it yet. And I think I'm going to make this, how big shall we do it? Let's go for 8 inches square. There we go. So 2 8-inch squares is what I'm using. Oh, look at this. And then because I'm using H640, which is adhesive, I think my camera's moved a bit. I'll need to put the iron on, so let's just pop the iron on. Does anyone know how far Debbie is from Birmingham? Patricia would like to know. From Birmingham, I think we're about 65, 70 miles, something like that. Patricia would like to know. We're not far from Grantham, if you have a look on a map. It'd take you maybe an hour and a half if you're driving, a couple of hours, something like that. Right, so it's getting a bit chilly down here actually. So that's on, that's on. So I'm going to quilt one side of it, so I just need to put some fusible fleece on the wrong side. So let's do that. You could, if you're going to put anything warm on this, use the thermal wadding that we do. So that was quite a good guess, wasn't it? Oh, do you know what I might have done? I might have not brought any scissors down here. I took a lot of my stuff back down to my office, and I might have taken my scissors. So Gary, if you're watching, it's the ones with the red handles. the really nice ones, the sharp pointy ones with the red handles. Must have scissors here. Must have scissors. I've got pinking shears, so I'm going to have to go ahead with pinking shears if I can't find scissors. I must have everything down here that you would ever want to sew with, apart from one of the main things you actually need. I've got some tiny ones. Chat amongst yourselves a minute. That's fine. I can cut with little weenie scissors. For what I'm doing, that's going to work absolutely fine. Weenie scissors are fine. Hello, Sandra BP. I was 1 hour 54 minutes is 70 miles. I wasn't too far off then, was I? Hello, Kay in France. How are you? Fran can't get reliable cuts with a rotary cutter. Have you got a nice sharp blade in there, Fran? Alright, so that's that on there. And move that out of the way. And then I'm just going to cut out the square shapes. And then I'm going to quilt it, because I just think this design just lends itself to being quilted. Because you don't even have to mark it. Alright, that's that. There we go. So I'm going to sew along all of these lines. And again, if you've got a fabric that isn't patterned like this, then just draw diagonal lines 1 inch across. Fine. Let's move that over there and do that over there like that. And just sew along the lines. It might take a while, so again, if you want to go and put the kettle on or something. Just going to do all of these. It's sharp, new, matte and pressing hard. Do you know, Fran, you shouldn't have to press hard with a rotary cutter. If you've got a nice sharp rotary cutter, it doesn't actually need very much pressure, not unless you're cutting through upholstery fabric or something. It should just glide across the fabric. So you might find if you're pressing too hard, you're getting a bit wobbly. So it should be just a light touch, just glide across it. But do keep practicing. Did you bring your scissors?
Find the sharp, pointy ones anywhere.
Those will be fine. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Are these pointy enough?
They're very pointy. Thank you.
Good.
Just forgetting my scissors.
Don't cut the
Bloody was listening. Oh, that looks really nice. We do have some thicker polyester wadding, which would look really nice. If it's deeper, then your stitch lines are going to kind of sink in more. Everyone's not very good with the knife. It's worth practicing with the rotary cutter, I think, because they're so accurate and it saves you so much time. And I think when you get used to it, it's so much easier than using scissors as well. Practice, Jane. Cutting straight by eye is just practice. When you do it every day, all day long, it does actually become quite easy. And Maxine, discount books from so. Yep, you do. I haven't seen the previous comments, but yeah, you get in the Half Yard Club, you get 10% discount off anything on my website and 30% off my books on Search Press as well. So you do get a few bargains. Just need to refuel. Oh no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Why are you playing up then? Oh no, I need to refuel my bottom thread. Gwenda says she can't cut straight at all, even when she draws lines with a ruler. Oh, Brenda, took a long while to get used to my rotary cutting, but my last blade hasn't lasted long, so needs another. That means you're using it then, doesn't it? If I've got one filled up already. No, I'm normally quite good at keeping spare ones filled up. That will do. Oh, thank you, Jackie. She just placed another order with us. Thank you very much. And you can never find a pen in my house when you need one. I've got lots of them. Yeah, I've got, what you can imagine, so many pairs of scissors. But never where you want them to be, that's the thing. Top one's running out in a minute as well, that might need replacing, so bear with me. I hate winding bobbins up, don't you? There we go. Okay. Almost ready to go again. So one thing I lose a lot, the little lid off that. Right, you can normally tell from the back easier than the front whether you finish quilting the whole thing or not. So a couple of rows through there. And yeah. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. So that didn't take too long actually, did it? It does look nice though, I'll show you in a minute. And wind bobbins by hand. I wouldn't wind a bobbin by hand, Maxine, because you need a certain amount of tension on them. That's why when you wind your bobbins properly on the sewing machine, you go through lots of tensions for it to get there. So I wouldn't do that by hand. Why would you want to do it by hand? Take you ages. No, he did ask me if I wanted a coffee, Sue, and I said no. Told you I was running out of thread. Isn't it annoying when you're sewing and you're sewing and you're sewing and then you look at it and there's no stitches there? Right. I haven't sharpened cutting blades, Sandra, to be honest. Has anybody ever tried that, using one of the rotary cutter sharpeners? Rotary cutter blade sharpeners, do they work? Didn't like that, did it? So, if your thread's playing up underneath, then it's normally a top thread issue. So the best thing to do is to start all over again. There we go. Which photo did you use in your case you made on Saturday? I don't know where it is, Leanna. I can't remember what felt I used. There's a red one, wasn't it? I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'll have a look back when I find it. I don't know what I've done with them. Over here somewhere. I just used a red and a white, which I think are in the Christmas packs. I do like the viscose wool mix ones that we do because they're nice quality. We've got a thread issue going on here. It's not, it keeps coming undone and I don't know why. So I'm just going to do it again and again until it gets to, just hold the line a minute while I sort this one out. I think it's got caught around there. Never had that problem while we're doing a live stream before. Well, yeah, it's got caught around the take-up lever. We'll try again then. I'm only sewing straight lines. It's not the most interesting thing to watch anyway. So, all right. Oh, hi, Karen. She says they do work, but better if you don't wait until they're really blunt. Oh, okay. I think don't craft yourself silly, do a sharpener. I'll have to have a word with Hayley. I'm sure she's brought them to Crate and Craft before now. Dodgy bit of thread on the reel. No, I think it got caught in the take-up. We'll have another go. Let's try again, see what happens. Perfect. So, how fast do you thread up? Oh, this threads up really fast, Samantha. Maxine, the way you did it. Sorry, I missed that one, Maxine. Say it again. Say it again. Show you what I'm doing. So just sewing straight lines, basically. And Princess loves the chat when you get stuck. It'd be rather quiet a lot of the time if there wasn't a chat, wouldn't it? So this is so easy to quilt. Can you see how it's just creating that texture? Could have done it in a coloured thread actually, that would have been nice. And almost there actually, it's quite quick really. A little project like this. Oh, filling the bobbin. So you can see that really, you can see the stitches really kind of creating a texture there, can't you? It's looking lovely. Just got the other half to do. Make a nice jacket this, wouldn't it? Nice quilted jacket. I just love the detail on the fabric. There's so much. Just tiny, tiny little, look, we've got foxes and parrots and what's that one? A bird, thistles. I love interesting fabric like this. Little squirrels, look. There's a swallow. There's so much going on with it. I love this one. I've had it at home for a while just thinking what shall I do, and I make so many bags that I can't just make another bag, can I? But it's nice for patchwork and smaller projects as well. Because the print's so tiny. Right, 2 more to go and we're done. Oh, Samantha said it'd be beautiful on Kim's waistcoat. It would this, wouldn't it? That'd be really pretty. Right, so that's all done. So I'm going to do a little bit of a reverse applique, and I'll need some plain fabric actually. Oh, there's that felt. I'm not sure which one that was from, Leanna. I'm not sure where we got that one from. Right, I'm going to use a white. Actually, no, for this bit, I'm going to use the same fabric, which may seem a little bit of a waste, but I shall explain why. So let's cut another piece out. It doesn't have to be quite as big. Tidy that up a little bit. So just through one, I don't really need one piece. So I'm going to cut a hole in the middle of this, and if I use a contrast colour or a different coloured lining fabric, you might just see it around the edge of the hole, which I don't want to. So although this is beautiful fabric and you're not going to see too much of it, it'll create a better finish to what I'm making. So I've got that. So next up, I'll need my circle, which is there. Now I could do, I'm going to do a completely circular shape, and then we'll have the little reverse applique in the centre. I think I can see these a lot better than you can. So let's take my pen. You can use your rotary cutter up against these templates, but I'm just going to draw around this one. I'm going to do the centre bit first. The nice thing with these is that when they all nest together, I've got a line that goes right down the centre, so I can really place that exactly where I want it to be. So I'm going to manoeuvre this around, so I know I'm right in the middle because it's right over that thistle. And the hole I'm going to cut in the middle, I think, is going to be that size, a 3-inch. So if I lift that up and go around the inside, I find, well, you can see it's a lot easier to draw around the inside of a template than it is around the outside, even though they're the same shape. So I'm going to cut the middle out of this one now. I'm just making a mat, Carol. And if I'm careful when I'm cutting, I can save the circle I'm cutting out. Actually, a little circle to one side would have been quite nice as well. Right, there we go. So just trying to be as accurate as I can, cutting around there. Yeah, then I've got another little circle I can use up as a piece of applique. So that's that. Then I'm going to place the other piece that I've just cut out, right sides together over the top. Nope, that's the back of it. That's not the piece I cut out. That's the piece I cut out. And we'll have a couple of pins in there. Could have cut these all out together, but I'm doing it this way, so that's what's happening. And I'm going to sew around the edge of the hole, like so. So quite close to the edge, and we'll just go all the way around. I'm just going to shorten my stitch to a 2.2 while I'm sewing around a circle. You find that a shorter stitch is more accurate as you're sewing around curves, whether it's a heart or a circle or an oval or anything like that. So yeah, I could have sewn around the line actually on both pieces and then cut them both out, but I'm doing it this way because that's what's happening. There we go, back to the beginning. Okay, don't forget to take the pins out. And then I'll cut that out as well. Not going to be quite so accurate with this one, just cut around there like that. Right, and then back to the iron. And I'm going to push that through. And press it with the seam right on the edge. So just take your time with it. It's nice to have the stitches right on the edge. Like so, a little bit of steam going on there. Well, I think we had a delivery of irons today as well, if I remember the comment. We've got loads of irons. So these will be back in stock again as well. Got a good offer on these. So just keep on pressing. I don't know why it's easier to press from the inside than the outside, but it just seems to work better for me. Now you're not going to see this inside bit, so if it puckers up at all, don't worry about that on the inside. This is the bit that we want to keep nice on the outside. There. Lovely. Okay, then I'm going to take a little piece of the contrast and we could fussy cut this, couldn't we? Like that, so we've got a tree right in the centre. And I only really need that much. So if that's the one I'm going to do in the centre, let's do that. And that's not going to show up at all, is it? So I'll just use my rotary cutter and cut out that circle. So it needs to be bigger than the hole, basically. Oh, that'll be the rotary cutter. Yeah, so that'll look. Should we do that or should we do that? Let's do that with rabbits on. So again, we can line up the lines here just to make sure that we are central. And let's cut that out then. Whoops. Let's cut this out first, and that's going to make it easier because it won't be so big then. Because I'm only using that tiny bit. There we go. So if you've got one of those rotary cutting mats that turns around would be absolutely ideal. This doesn't have to be entirely accurate, you're not going to see the edges of it. So as long as you're cutting out a circle that's larger than the circle in the centre, that's going to work absolutely fine. So that'll do. And then let's take this. This is going to go over the top like that. That's why it's reverse applique, because it's going on from behind. So I'm going to fix this with my glue gun, my glue pen. Like that. So just, ooh, that's a big blob. Just go around the edge like so. And then let's just make sure that this sits nice and centrally over the top of me rabbits. Just that a little bit like that. In the middle. I'm just moving it under my nose so I can see better. That's it. And then we'll sew around the edge of the circle. So just quite close to the edge. You could use your fancy stitches if you wanted to around here. A blanket stitch would look really nice. Because I'm using a creamy coloured thread, then you don't really see the stitches on this fabric. So that's it, that's my reverse applique. Now because the edges are all padded nicely and the centre isn't, I wonder if I can, oh no, I've sewn it. I'm going to cut a piece of my wadding to the same size as my hole. So I'm going to put that behind so that it's all going to be nicely padded, because otherwise I've got something that feels really nice there and then I've just got one layer of wadding in the middle. So let's cut out a piece just to the same size. And I'm not allowed to go fabric shopping without my hubby because he loves it. Oh, does he? Oh, I don't think mine would. Mind you, you've only got to open your eyes in our house and you can see fabric. Okay, let's cut around there. Sorry, concentrating, that's why I'm quiet. So that's that. And then back with the iron again. And this is going to go, I can see where it needs to go because I've sewn it, look, already. So let's pop that on the back and have a little bit of heat on there. Hi Anne, I was a bit late myself today, don't worry about it. Pamela, hello. Oh, thank you, Connie. I think it's coming on quite nice. I'm kind of making this up as I go along, but I did have an idea and I thought that's going to look really nice. And this fabric lends itself to smaller projects because the print's so small on it. So, oh, welcome back again, Sarah. So let's pop this, put the layers back in there so I know I'm right over the centre of where my centre circle is. And I could keep it square, but no, we're going to go circular. So let's cut around the edge here. Now these do come with those little seam guides as well. So this is a 7-inch circle. If you wanted to make it an 8-inch circle, then all you do is pop your, let me show you. Pop your pen inside the seam guide and then you can make the 7-inch up to an 8-inch in diameter. If you've got the seam guide, where are you? The separate seam guides that we do, there's even bigger ones in there as well, so you could make it, that's 3/4 inch, so you can make it 1.5 inches bigger. But I'm just going to go for 1/2 inch, just to show you. I'm not doing it because I haven't got enough fabric. But if you wanted to make that bigger, then get your little seam disc, which is that, and pop your pen in the centre, and then just run it around the outside, and then you've got an 8-inch circle instead of a 7-inch circle. So it's the easiest way to make your templates bigger. Anne, oh gosh, I can't remember what the fabric's called. Hang on a minute, it was on the selvage. I know Sarah put a post on Facebook. I cut the selvages. Oh, I cut the selvages off. Oh, I'm in the bin. It is Art Nouveau Symphony. Printed in Japan as well. You can tell, can't you? They do some lovely detail fabrics in Japan. Right, and then we'll cut around the edge. Oh, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a seam down the back of this. I always think it's quite difficult if you're bagging out a circle shape or a heart shape to leave a turning gap on the side, isn't it? Because it's difficult to sew a turning gap closed neatly on a curve. So we'll have the seam going down the centre of the back. So that's just what we're looking like from the top. So it's only a little mat. But it's a nice quick project, and it is going to be something quite useful if you want to put your cup of tea on it. So with the back, where's my back piece? Where did I put my back piece? I've got a back piece somewhere. I have a back piece somewhere. I don't move from this little area, and things just go missing all the time. Put that down there. I'll cut another one out. Can always use it. So with the back piece, before I cut the circle out, I'm going to cut 2 rectangles that are slightly larger and make a seam down the middle. Like that. So let's fold that in half and cut it in half. And then we'll sew it back together again with around about a 1/2 inch seam allowance. It does look like a record, doesn't it? It does. Then we'll open that up and press down the centre. Whoops. Like that. Let's press the seam open. And then we'll place the second, that's the iron gone. We'll place the second piece on top, so the circle goes on top. Try and make that in the centre, and I'll stick a couple of pins in there just to hold it still. They would make nice placements, wouldn't they, Tracy? Because I'm thinking maybe a bigger one, and then the circle to one side would be quite nice rather than start banging the centre. I think that would be nice. Alright, let's do this. So cut out the circle. I'm sure I've done a video on pattern matching. I can't remember what I did it for though. Chris Ann, can't remember. Oh, I did one for, I think we were making curtains in the Half Yard Club. I'm sure there was a little bit on pattern matching for that. Alright, so just cut that out there. And then we'll sew these right sides together. Oh, the heart template would be amazing, wouldn't it? That would look really nice on this as well. So I'll sew from that side. I think I've realised where the second piece of fabric went. Might have spotted that. And we'll sew around in a circle. And turn the stitch down a little bit. So I'm down to a 2.2 on the stitch length again. And of course my needle's coming. Has it come this way? Of course it has. Oh, let's do. What you got caught on now? Oh no, that's the other thread coming down that got caught before. We're good. So again, nice curve around the circle, because that's going to actually form the shape of the mat. So if you get a little bit wobbly going around here, you're going to have a wobbly mat. And just make sure I've caught all of that. Looks fine to me. Take the pins out, and then we'll need to unpick some stitches from the centre so that I can turn this the right side out. So I'll just use my little scissors on there. Yeah, don't know where my unpicker is, but it's only a few stitches, so we'll just pull that apart and snip a few stitches there. These are probably better. There we go. So don't need to go all the way down, just enough so I can turn it the right side out. Rita says, I think she'll turn it out through the zip. Oh, okay. Yes, Mel, I'm not doing a turning gap. I was trying to explain it. It's quite difficult to sew a turning gap closed on a curve and make it look really good. Right, so let's push all that through. Like that. Does look like a record, doesn't it? And then we'll give that a good old press. So when Gary does come down with me coffee, I've got a mat to put it on. He's always losing mats. Oh, hello, Sarah Jane. Yeah, I'm still here. What time is it? Oh, it's 5:15. Yeah, because I was late. I had a little bit of software issues going on. So I've only been here for an hour. That will do there. Laura, if you're watching, you're on your way back from Thailand now, Laura. Iron is off. And I can top stitch all around the edge, just to hold that in place neatly. And then we'll sew the turning gap closed. So again, just feed that through nice and evenly. So we get back to the beginning. There we go. So could have left a gap in the seam, that might have been easier. Good idea. And there. That's that. And then we've just got a turning up to sew closed, which I might not be able to do if I don't have a needle with me. I must get myself more organised, mustn't I? I've got that, but it might be a little bit big to sew a turning gap closed, so I'll leave that for now because I've left the needles down in the house. Don't bring one down, Garen. It's not that important. Well, there's a needle, that'll do. It's a bit thick, but it'll do. Let's pull some thread out of there. We'll do it anyway. I'm just going to use a ladder stitch to do this. Elaine says, lovely mat. It's just quite a nice technique, isn't it? It's quite quick. You could make a bigger one and make it into like a little trivet. Maybe put a loop in the side of a piece of ribbon so you can hang it up with. That might be quite nice. Oh, Annabelle's got some fabric with records on it. We did those, didn't we? We did fabric with records on a while ago. Okay, so up through there so that the knot's hidden inside. And we'll go just into the fold of the seam allowance on one side, and then back through the opposite side, directly opposite that stitch, and just carry on picking up the fold from one side to another. You'll see that the stitches, if you haven't done this before, go across like this, and then you see that they go across there, so it looks a little bit like a ladder. And I like to do a few stitches and then pull that closed. And then particularly on pattern fabric like this, you don't see the seam at all, you don't see the stitches at all. So it's quite satisfying to do this as well. There we go, so just one side to the other. Do we get to the other end? Leanna loves a ladder stitch. Oh, I do. It's one of those, it's just really satisfying when you just pull the threads up and then you don't see them anymore. It's a little bit like English paper piecing. You know, when you do those tiny, tiny little over edge stitches, and then when you turn it over to the right side, you don't see them. Very satisfying. Okay, that will do there. Mitering corners on binding. That's really satisfying as well. You know, you flip the binding over and you get that perfect little 45-degree line. Oh, yes, that's satisfying. midnight in Thailand, is it? You stop up, Laura. What you been doing till that time? Enjoying the sunshine, I suppose. So that's little mat finished. And I think you're right. I think a heart shape in the centre would look really nice. It's just really simple, really easy, but it's something that you might find quite useful. And if you haven't done reverse applique before, it's quite nice to try it on something small before you move on to maybe a cushion cover or a bag. Or I've even made reverse heart-shaped appliqued sewing machine mat before now, so they're actually quite useful little things to make. Salon says you could eau coat it. That would be a nice idea. I know I haven't got that down here, but yeah, if you eau coat it, you can just wipe it clean, can't you? I've never seemed to get my sewing looking good on a curve. Again, it's practice, Val. Don't look at where the needle goes in. Look at where you're going to follow your project underneath the needle. So I was sewing on the edge here, and I'm looking at where on the foot the fabric goes in, so I know if that's lined up to here, the needle's going to be in the right place. I think if you tend to watch the needle, that's when it can get a little bit wobbly. So just make sure that you guide it in at that point and go slowly. You don't have to do it quickly at all. That's a great lot. Well, thank you, Anne-Marie. Glad you've enjoyed it. Eyes are shutting a bit. Busy. Oh, we're busy. Oh, I'm so sorry for you, Laura. I had a busy day at the pool in Thailand today. Yes, go and have a little nap before you have to do it all over again tomorrow. Sarah says, any ideas for things to make with silk for the hubby as a wedding anniversary gift? Pair of PJs? Anybody got any ideas? Silk for a hubby for a wedding anniversary. Struggle to sew a circle. How many young people wouldn't have a clue what a record is? I know, and they were a bit bigger than that, weren't they? How big were they? They were 8 inches, weren't they? The singles with a hole in the middle. Do you remember the bigger ones? The bigger holes in the middle where you buy a plastic thing to clip inside it. I think the records were made for like jukeboxes, which have a really big post that go up through the middle of them. And then you'd buy the record and you buy a little like 3-pronged thing that you clipped in the middle of it for your own record player. Yeah. A tie pocket or a square. A tie or a pocket square. Yeah, that'd be good. A tie would be a nice idea, but easy in a pair of pyjamas, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's a lovely idea. Yes, it is, Sharon. The template holder download is available from the shop. If you have a look on, it's a download, yeah, on downloads. Go to the website and look on downloads and you'll find it there. June says a wallet with a silk lining. The singles were also 45s as they spun on the turntable. They were. What were they, 45s and what were LPs? I can't remember. 7-inch for a single and 12-inch for an album. Some of those records, I know. Do you remember going into record shops and just flicking through them all? Yeah. 78s, that was it. 33s, yeah, 33 and a third. LPs 33 and a third. 78s were the... Didn't they used to make them in something like Bakelite, really thick ones? I've got a set somewhere of nursery rhymes with Teddy Bear's Picnic on them. And they were all in a bit like my template holder. They all slotted into a book with pages. And they're really heavy and really thick. Yeah. Jackie says a waistcoat. Silk's boxers would be nice with a matching G-string, says Sue. Yeah. Yeah, 33 and a third, Leslie. Didn't they come back? Didn't they bring records back not so long ago? Yeah, they were Bakelite, weren't they, Mel? Will we be getting any more cotton spandex jersey and mustard floral? don't know, Sue. Do you want to drop me an email? Because I'll forget, and I'll ask Kim if we can get any more of that in. I don't see why not. But yeah, depends how old it is. But yes, I'm sure we can get hold of some more of that. EPs, yes, extended. Yeah, 78 EPs. Aren't we old? Beatles vinyls, she still has them. I had in the early 1970s every one of T-Rex's albums and singles, every one of them, and I sold them all because I was broke. I should have kept them. It was a fortune though, wasn't it? Anyway, now I've gone back to the 70s. I shall get off. I'll see you again on Saturday. So Saturday morning at 11 o'clock here, and then Leslie's still got her singles and LPs. Do you remember if your needle wasn't too sharp, or if your records were dusty and you'd put the needle on the edge of the record and they get scratches in them sometimes, and they just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat themselves. But there's no other option, was there? Oh, Samantha's first single was Bucks Fizz. Oh, you're a lot younger than me, Samantha. My first single, I actually shared the cost of it with my mate Lynn, because we couldn't afford a single on our own. Might not be going anywhere. I think my battery's gone in my mouth. Oh, there we go. It was the Glitter Band, Angel Face. And yeah, we bought it between us, and then one of us would have it for a week and the other one would have it for a week. We only had one. And then I bought, that will do, Top of the Poppers Sing and Play, T-Rex's Greatest Hits, because I couldn't afford the T-Rex one, so I had a Top of the Poppers one. Yes, the cloth that was used to dust them. Oh, David Cassidy. Oh, my sister used to love David Cassidy. First Locomotion by Little Eva. It was released 3 years before you were born. Wow. Pinky and Perky. My dad had a circus LP. A whole LP with circus tunes on them. Yeah. Band of Gold with Frida Payne. Oh, hi Dawn. Oh, Deborah by T-Rex. I had that one, Tracy. I had to have that one, didn't I? Mull of Kintyre. Some Margaret. Well, Ziggy Stardust and Spiders. Oh, I didn't have any David Bowies. Puff the Magic Dragon was Lynn. Lived by the sea. Oh, I know, I better go. Getting almost nostalgic, and I could be here for another hour talking about Bill Haley and the Comets, Rock Around the Clock. Wow. Love Grows Roma Rosemary Go. Oh yes, Nobody Knows But Me. Everly Brothers, Kathy's Clown. Oh, Crazy. I used to love that one. Crazy Horses by the Oarsmen. I'm going to go. We could continue this on Saturday if you like. Have a think about what was the first record you ever bought. I tell you what I did do when I started driving my first car, a Vauxhall Viva. Thought it was very fancy to have an 8-track cassette in there. Do you remember those? They were box shapes about that big, and you just slot it into the hole. And I think it lasted about a month before they completely phased out and little cassettes came in. I spent all that money on an 8-track, and then they weren't. It's a bit like Blackberries and Apple phones, isn't it? And iPhones. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get off. I shall see you again on Saturday morning at 11. If you can't make it Saturday, next Wednesday I'm not going to be here because I should be on Sewing Street with said FP panels. And some new bag patterns as well, so watch out for those. And otherwise, yeah, I shall see you on Saturday. Nice to have your company today. Take care. Bye-bye.